My name is Jeremy Smith. I've got some bad news to share all of a sudden. My wife Alice is cheating on me. I've suspected for a while, but it was confirmed by a tip-off from an acquaintance. Sorry to spring this on you, but I'll be out of town on business this weekend. Another business trip? Aren't there a lot of them recently? I'm sorry, I didn't plan on it. You know that junior colleague I always talk about, the young woman? The one you're mentoring? Yeah, that's right. She really insisted, so I couldn't help but... It's good to be respected by your juniors, but it's a problem if they like you too much. Indeed, it's nice, but a bit of a bother. Well, it can't be helped. But I think work will settle down a bit soon. Then let's all go on a trip or something. Let's invite our parents too. That sounds good. I hope we can go. We can do it. I want to go to a hot spring or something. A hot spring sounds nice. Don't push yourself too hard, okay? Yes, thanks. Oh, the business trip is for 2 days and 1 night, so I'll need you to look after the house. Don't live unhealthily just because I'm not there, okay? Be careful not to drink too much. Understood. You have to clean properly, okay? I know, I'm an adult. That's right, so I'm going back to work. Okay, take care. You've really strung together quite a lie. I'm almost impressed in a way. But now that I know the full story, I have no intention of staying silent. I've also informed our parents about the situation, asking for their cooperation. This is the start of my revenge. I just finished work and got to the hotel. That's good to hear. How are you? Are you keeping well? Are you eating properly? More or less. Any problems? Are you okay? There might be a problem. Huh? What happened? By the way, where are you staying? I'm staying at a place called the AM Inn in the next state. You never ask about my accommodation. Why are you asking now? The AM Inn in the neighboring state, huh? Yeah. What a coincidence. I'm visiting that inn too. Huh? What? What are you talking about? Jeremy, didn't you say you were at home? But I was bored on my day off without you. I suddenly got the idea, you know. It's so sudden. Look, you haven't seen your parents in a while either. I thought we could do a bit of a good deed for them by taking a breather at the inn. Wait, what? Huh? My parents? Oh, I see you're at the same inn. What a coincidence. Hold on a minute. What do you mean? Nothing more, nothing less. Just what I said. My parents are at this inn with Jeremy? Yeah, they are. Right now, as we speak? Yep, that's right. You've got to be kidding. That's good for you. You've been wanting to take a trip with your parents too, right? No, I meant not now. After work, you can spend some time together. So, where's your room? Huh? Oh, well, I'm still at work. You said you just got to the inn after finishing work, right? How about we have dinner together? I was thinking of maybe not staying at that inn. Why? The company I had a meeting with is a bit far away. I was thinking of maybe switching to a nearby hotel for tonight. Huh? But you're already at the inn, right? Why bother moving now? Well, that's true, but also not really. What's that supposed to mean? Anyway, where's your room? I'll bring your parents-in-law with me. Let's see, where was it? What? You forgot? Yeah, that's right, I forgot. I've been so forgetful lately. Huh? Then I'll go ask the front desk. They're your parents and I'm your husband. They might tell me if I ask. But it might be a privacy issue. Look, I can't prove that I'm family. Well, there's that possibility, but it doesn't cost anything to ask. Maybe if I show them this chat, they'll tell me. Wait, hold on a second. I'll be waiting. Jeremy, hold on. I said hey. Ignoring his panicking wife, I headed to the room with her parents-in-law. When I got to the door, my wife and her lover conveniently came out panting. Were you trying to escape? Her parents were furious at the sight, and after a lot of commotion, my wife was taken back to her parents' house. Yesterday. It was a misunderstanding. That person is a senior at my company. He was just standing in for a junior who couldn't come. Are you still saying that? It's true, believe me. No, there's no way I can believe that. First of all, why do you think I suspected you of having an affair? Because of a hunch? I heard it from one of your colleagues at work. Who? I'm not gonna tell you that. No, there's a traitor, a backstabber. From my perspective, you're the only one who betrayed anything. Oh, by the way, I've sent a certified letter to your company about this. Why? The company has nothing to do with it. You should have sent it to me. Your affair started at the company, happened at the company, and involved a coworker. You're terrible. What are you gonna do if I get fired? That's just karma. My parents are pissed too. Of course they are. If their daughter was cheating while pretending to work, even I'd be angry. That doesn't mean you had to bring them. Oh, so you're admitting to the affair. That being said, let's get a divorce. No, wait. Don't you think you should hear me out a bit? Like what? I was lonely, Jeremy. You were always working and never paid attention to me. You never took me anywhere. So I cheated with him instead of you. And? I'm sorry, I won't cheat ever again. I don't want a divorce. Is that your excuse? Excuse? I'm apologizing. Can't you forgive me a little? If it was the first time, maybe. I would have considered it. What do you mean? You think I don't know anything. What? I haven't done anything. Then why has the joint savings account been significantly reduced? How do you plan to explain that? Well, that's due to various circumstances. Various circumstances, huh? What were you spending $50,000 on every month? I had various needs. What kind of needs? You work. You should have savings, right? The savings were spent on your other affair partner, right? What? And then, when his wife found out about it, you reluctantly paid her alimony from her joint savings, right? How do you know about that? I thought you were cheating, but I never thought you had two affair partners. And one of them was a double affair. Pathetic. But I've properly dealt with that now. And I apologized properly and paid the alimony. Where did you get the money for that alimony? From my savings, right? Yet you talk as if you paid it yourself. Well, but it's joint savings. Even though it's Jeremy's money, it's also my money. How much did you contribute to that joint savings? Huh? 90% of that savings is mine, isn't it? That can't be. Look at the bank book. How many months did you deposit the amount we initially agreed upon? But I didn't have enough money. You could just deposit it on payday. If I calculated the amount for last month's card, it's impossible. If the card stops working, it's a problem, right? So... I see. You were spending so much on your affair, you didn't have money to save. You don't have to put it like that. But that's the truth. It might be. Either way, I can't go on like this. What do you mean you can't? Continue this marriage with you. No way. You're okay without any property division, right? Since you don't have any savings. Oh, but I will be demanding compensation for this affair. And you'll need to repay the compensation. I've been paying out of my savings. Wait a minute. I don't understand when you say it all at once. Please explain it a little slower. I'll have a lawyer formally request it later. If you don't understand something, you can ask then. A lawyer? Why does it come to that? Jeremy, you should be the one to explain it to me. Besides, since I'm divorcing due to an affair, I need it for the compensation claims and paperwork. Wait, listen to me. I listened to you earlier. It was all excuses and lies, though. Wait. She kept making excuses for a while, but with the cooperation of my in-laws, I managed to get her to agree to all the conditions and we got divorced. Afterwards, my ex-wife was sanctioned by the company and was transferred to a remote location. Jeremy, I'm really sorry. I regret it. What are you talking about all of a sudden? About hurting you, Jeremy. I don't care anymore. So, I have a favor to ask. I'm willing to face the shame. I don't really want to hear it. Please listen. I'll listen, go on. Actually, I'm pregnant. Congratulations, then. It's your child. What? There's no mistake, I'm pregnant with your child. Say something. Are you trying to lie again and scam money from me? You're not remorseful at all, are you? Don't say things like that. It's definitely your child. My child, huh? Are you what, the Virgin Mary? What's that? What do you mean? What do I mean? We haven't properly met in these 3 months, right? Even before that, rather than a married couple for the past year, our life was more like mere roommates. If you're really pregnant, the father must be someone else. But there's a 1 in a million chance. 1 in a million, huh? Don't you remember anything else? I don't remember. It's more like... Does that mean you've cheated so much you don't remember? That's terrible. It's a lie. It's a lie, isn't it? It's just a misunderstanding by you, isn't it? If you think so, why not try a DNA test? There's something called prenatal testing now, right? If you're that confident, it's worth a try, right? Wait a minute. Is it really not? This is a joke, right? Unlike you, I don't like such jokes. You know that, right? So contact me if you want to test it. Wait, just wait a minute. Is there anything else? Help me. Help you with what? Be the child's father. I think you're kind and would be a good father. No way. Even if I'm not the real father, you want me to take care of your child? Do you mean that you want me to give you my life? That's not it. As a former couple, isn't it okay for you to help me a little? Help a wife who cheated and divorced raise her child? That's absurd. It's a lie. What? Because there's no child. Come back to me. You're too emotionally unstable, incoherent. Please, be my husband again. You're the only one left for me. Please, please. No matter what you say, it's impossible. I'm going to live my own life. You should live yours happily. After that, I received several texts of teary pleas from her. I was relieved when the contact ceased for a while, but I heard that she had another affair at the workplace she was transferred to and was transferred again. Of course, her affair was discovered by the wife and she was fleeced for compensation. Piling debt on top of debt, I wonder what she plans to do. Kelly, what's dinner tonight? Today, it's meat and potatoes. Mark, are you done with work already? If so, I'll heat him up. I'm on my way home now. Oh, meat and potatoes. I was in the mood for fried food. I can't do it if you tell me now. I'll make fried food tomorrow. Just be patient today. Well, okay. Oh, I just remembered something about dinner. I almost forgot something important. What's important? What's going on? Okay, listen to me carefully. It's very important to you. Yeah, I get it. What is it? Well then, today's results are in. A score of 20. You know it's out of 100 points. Well, excuse me, 20 points for what? Today's lunch. It was mainly leftovers from yesterday and frozen meals. Even with the soft scale, that's about right. Next time, try harder. Well, what do you mean to try harder? Why are we suddenly being scored? Me? I don't understand. Well, about your housework, you were cutting corners, isn't it? I don't think that's good. So I'm going to score you so that makes sure you don't cut corners from now on. You can't cut corners if you get a score, right? I have a lot to say, but... Anyway, can I ask you something? About what? Why did you decide to do this? I talked to a superior at work about your housework. Then I heard that he keeps score of his wife's housework. I heard his wife started doing her housework better after he started keeping score. Then I thought, why don't I do it to you too? I don't know about his family, but... We both work, right? I do all the housework while working. Are you thinking about that too? You're working, so what? It's not an excuse to cut corners. That kind of spoiled attitude is the problem. You don't even help with the housework, and so what are you talking about? I don't feel so good about it. You're uncomfortable because you know what I'm talking about. If you know what I'm talking about, let's try to improve. I'll do my best to keep score too. That's not my point. I'm saying it's terrible for fun. I'm doing my best in my own way. Okay. You're just saying that. If you're not getting results, it's pointless. It's common sense for working people. What kind of common sense is that? Well, I've already decided. I'll check your other chores when I get home. Do your best to get good points. Hey, Kelly. What's today's lunch? It looks like leftovers from yesterday, right? I didn't have time today, but I took care of the coloring. That's before we even get to that. You never really get improved, do you? You really never get good points if you keep on like this. Are you studying? Does the study mean that the social media that you recommended? Yes, the one I sent you before. A housewife just like you is making such beautiful food, compared to your own cooking. Don't you feel embarrassed or something? Well, she's a full-time housewife, right? The hours she has available to her aren't the same as mine. There you go, the usual excuses. It's just not you are not trying hard enough, right? Don't blame everything on work. Hey, let me make this clear. I'm busy myself. I don't have much time for myself with my job and my housework. I don't have time for your games. I'm not playing games with you. You don't think I'm serious? That's why you can't get better. Because, you know what? Even if you give me a score, it's based on your feeling. If you are in a bad mood, you deduct points just for that. I'm not stupid enough to take it seriously. Oh, you thought so? Well, good. I'll show you how serious I am. Show me what? You're gonna show me how to do it? If you score 1-0, I'm divorcing you. What are you talking about? I'm just so dumbfounding for me. If there was a penalty, you'd be more motivated, wouldn't you? I'm telling you, I'm serious. I'll go get the divorce papers to prove it. Can't be serious. What's the point of doing that? If you don't want to get divorced, do it right. If you've done it right in the first place, I wouldn't have had to do this. But if you scored 0, I'll let you out right away. Are you serious? Of course. Just as long as you didn't score a 0, that's fine. You and I both off tomorrow, right? Yeah, so? That's just perfect. I'll check on your housework all day long. I can see how much you usually cut corners. Just make sure you don't score a 0. Otherwise, we're getting a divorce. Hey, where are you? I told you I'd check on your housework today. Why aren't you home? Good morning. You're late. You never get up. I'm done with the housework. I'm shopping now. Huh? What are you doing? I mean, wake me up. You were the one who didn't wake up when I woke you up. I think I'll be home in the evening. If you want to check, go ahead and check. What the hell? Don't you ever think about cooperating more? It's about you, right? You're grading the score on your own, aren't you? I don't think there's anything to cooperate with. Don't you have any ambition? Even my superior's wife is working hard under the same conditions. Don't you feel embarrassed? No. Oh, also, I didn't iron your shirt. If you need to, you can do it yourself. Huh? That's your job. That's your shirt, right? You should at least do that. And while you're at it, please clean the bathroom. Oh, and if you could clean the bathroom too, that'd be great. It's all your job. What are you thinking about skipping out on housework? Did you forget what happens if you scored a 0? I do, but I don't have time for this. Can you please just get it done? No. Do it yourself when you get home. Why are you so small-minded? Shut up. I'm tired of dealing with you. Really? I'm enjoying it. Oh, well, that's enough. So, where's lunch? It's in the fridge. I'm good. You can eat alone. Hey, which one's lunch? There's nothing in the fridge. You have boiled broccoli, right? And some boiled eggs. Why don't you put some mayonnaise on it and eat it? You gotta be kidding me. This is out of the question. Make something proper. I'm busy to make it. If you have a problem with it, just don't eat it. If you can't prepare it yourself, why don't you go to a convenience store or somewhere? Hey, are you sure you want to be like that? I can give you a 0 anytime I want. Huh? You're not giving me a 0 for this yet? I'll give you 2 points for your mercy. If it had been true, I'd have scored a 0. You should be thanking me for my kindness. It means I'm going to give you a timeout, so think about it seriously. You don't have to hesitate. It's not too late. As expected, a 0 point is reasonable, don't you think? Do you really know what you're doing? You got 2 points for cooking today. Don't you feel threatened if you get divorced with 0 points? I know exactly what I'm doing. But still I can't get 0 points today? I'm telling you, if you scored a 0 point, we'd be divorced. Don't be so tough. You don't want a divorce either, do you? You better get it right next time or it's really bad, okay? Don't worry. I'm going to score 0 tomorrow, so look forward to it. I'll make your least favorite dish. Or maybe I'll just serve it with the ingredients as is. Don't be silly. Think about it seriously. You're the one who'll be in trouble if we really get divorced. If you have time to joke around, do it without complaining. Understood? Okay, I understand. I've got more shopping to do. See you later. I came home after work. Where are you? Oh, welcome back. I'm having dinner with friends right now. Please eat whatever you want. Seriously, come on. You said to eat whatever I want. You're not gonna cook my dinner? The house is a mess. You skipped housework again, didn't you? I didn't. I did the laundry. That's all you did? You didn't do anything else? Oh, I'm sorry. Don't sorry me. I went to work today in a shitty shirt. Do you know how embarrassing that was? Because I didn't iron it yesterday? You really wore that shirt? If you were embarrassed, you should have done it yourself. It's not funny. What's up with you lately? If you keep doing this, I'm going to get tired. I mean, you never give me a 0 point. Isn't your grading scale a little weird? When are you going to give me a 0 point? Are you trying to harass me? Why don't you try to get a good score? No, I just want to try to score a 0 once. If you give me it once, I'll be happy, okay? If you scored a 0, we're getting a divorce. Do you understand that? You were not serious about that, right? I understand that, so you don't have to be so tough on me. Huh? I'm serious. It's okay, it's not like that. I know what you were doing. How can that be? You're being too optimistic. Do you really think I can't get a divorce? I mean, if I had seen you before, I know that. No matter how bad my housework was, you didn't give me a 0, right? That means you don't want a divorce, right? I know. If you're behaving like that, I'm done with you. I'm not going to forgive you this time. I'll really give you a 0 point. If you can do it, go ahead. I don't think you have the guts. You underestimate me. You want this one. 0 points for your housework today. Now, we're divorced. You're really giving me a 0? You won't regret it? You said you wanted 0 points, right? It's too late to regret it now. But if we really get divorced, it'll be a problem, won't it? Well, if you really don't want to do it, I'll reconsider. Yay! Thank you so much! I'm so glad I got a 0 point. What? Do you understand that? I'm talking about divorce, right? Do you really understand it? Are you sure about this? Now's the time to say you're sorry, okay? Yes, divorce is fine. You really divorced me, right? You've been saying all this time that you're serious, that it's true, right? Well, it's true, but it's not what I expected. Are you really okay with the divorce? It's okay, so am I looking happy to you? What? Why are you acting like that? Don't tell me you didn't really want a divorce. Huh? No, but I'm just saying that if you insist, I'll think about it. Right. Then are we done talking about this? We're getting a divorce. No, wait a minute. You're okay with divorce for something like this? I'm willing to give it one more chance. Stop it! I don't want a second chance. I'm fine with divorce. It's too late for that kind of thing. Wait a minute. Why are you giving up so easily? How can it be? I don't think there's anything to give up. I'm simply fed up with you doing this. Even if we get divorced, I'll have no regrets. Don't you just embarrass yourself? My superior's wife is doing her best under the same conditions as you, and you're the only one running away. As the same housewife, you should try harder too. I'm with the superior's wife right now. She's getting a divorce too. Just like us. What? What are you talking about? Are you sure you're together? Yes, my dinner partner today. I've been in touch with her since I heard from you. Then she said she was fed up too. So I've been asking her for advice and she's been giving it to me. You're kidding, right? I'm not. I mean, married couples are equal, right? But you're giving scores without permission from High. That kind of thing usually makes you feel bad, right? No wonder you got divorced. Well, but if that's the case, why didn't you divorce right away? Because you didn't want a divorce either, right? At first, I was. And I thought you'd get bored and stop soon after some time. I thought I'd just put up with it until then. Right? But that didn't happen, right? So at least stay with it to the end. And then I was like, I'm going to divorce you on top of that. I enjoyed it so much. Why are you enjoying it? Stop fooling around. I'm not going to agree to a divorce. What are you talking about? You're the one who brought this up. I mean, it's not like I didn't mean it. You know what I mean? Normally, couples don't get divorced over something like that. Did you do that thing as a prank? If so, that's even worse, isn't it? Even if it was, no way to divorce. It's too late. I have the divorce papers you signed. I'll be very grateful to use this. What? Seriously? Yes, serious. I'm not going home today. I'm going to get it done first thing tomorrow morning. Stop it! That's what a wife does. That's why you scored a 0 point. I don't want to be told by someone who can't take responsibility for your own words. Why don't you look back at yourself before you start giving people's points? I'm sure you'll realize that you score a 0 as a person and a husband. The next day, I ignored Mark's calls and messages and filed for divorce. Mark said that he did not want to divorce me until the very end, but it doesn't matter, we are divorced without a problem. On the advice of Mark's superior's wife, whom I had been consulting with for some time, I kept a record of everything Mark said and did. Therefore, as proof of this, the alimony request went smoothly and the divorce was successful in a very satisfactory way. I am now enjoying my single life and busy with work and housework.
After my divorce, I realized that I enjoy housework more when I do it on my own free rather than when others make me do it. Mark and his superior must be going through a tough time because of the divorce, but I hope they will continue to work hard and be aware of who was the real Zero.